What's up, guys? Time for another video. Today we're going to talk about something that, well, it's not used a lot. It's called the Palomar Knot. The Palomar Knot it's actually one of the most widely used knots in the world. It's just that I don't see a lot of people here using it. It's very, very easy to tie. And first we're going to be showing you how it's tied on this really big hook and some colored line. Had to make a contrasting background so you guys would be able to see it. It's very straightforward, actually. Practically one of the strongest knots in the world, and also one. Now, when I'm looking for a knot, see, this is the knot, and when you make a loop, there's the tag end, okay, and there's the standing end. What I look for when I look for a knot, basically, is I tighten with the tag end. So when you tighten, friction affects the line. And what helps the Palomar be really strong is because when you tighten it, it's the tag end that gets the damage, and when you cut it off, you have fresh line. Okay. Not a lot of people use it here. Wondering why. But doing this video and hopefully be able to help a lot of people, because this is a very, very easy knot to tie, very easy to remember, and also it's simple enough to teach kids. Alright, so I'll show you how you do it. And it doesn't matter if you pass through the top or pass the eye through the bottom. Okay, so you double up your line, create an overhand like so. Okay, I have to make sure that my knots here don't cross. It's very important. Okay, and then what you do, when you form this loop, pass it through, go back up and over the knot that you formed, and you have to make sure at this point in time that your lines are not crossing in the inside there. Okay, now here's the part that I like most about this knot. Okay, you pull on the tag, to tighten. Alright, so the last pull, when the knot is compressed, the last pull is going to be on your standing end. When done right, you'll see a very compact knot. Okay, so oops, cut this off. Always a good practice to leave something like a short tag there. Okay, so this is a very, very strong knot, and tests on this, it actually gave back 100% knot strength. Very, very strong knot, very compact. So when you're rigging, say, piece of squid, and you want the squid to be very stealthy, okay, any bait for that matter, really, this is a very good knot to tie. Also, since it's closer to the hook, instead of having the tag or the bulkiness stick up front like a normal knot would do, it gives your presentation a lot more stealth than, say, an ordinary knot would do. And remember, when you're bunching things up there, it's actually quite visible. Okay, so let's try it out with, well, I have colored braid here, so we're gonna use colored braid just so you'd be able to see it clearly. And this is a size 6/0 hook, just to give you an idea. So by normal standards, this is actually quite a big hook. Okay, so just to give you scale there. Again, okay, we double up, go through the eye like so. Okay, give yourself a lot of space. Tie in overhand, compress it. Okay, pass the loop, or pass the hook into the loop, and then have the loop go past the knot, and then you pull on the tag like so. Before you tighten, make sure that those two loops are not crossed, and then you lubricate with saliva or water, pull tight, cut the line, leave a small tag, and there it is. It's so small you could hardly see that there's a knot there, really. I mean, it's slightly exaggerating that, but you could see that this is a 5/0, and if this is not an 11, this should be a 12. So it's huge. This hook is actually quite big. This is one of those marlin hooks. You can see, even with that, the knot is very, very small. Okay? Now, a really good thing about this is that you have a knot that doesn't really stick out, very stealthy, and you can use these on your clips for your snaps for your lures. If you're creating a you know, the very end of your fluorocarbon leader, you put a snap there so that you could switch lures faster. And you don't want to attract attention, particularly at that part, because if that creates bubbles and all, there's a huge chance that the fish will actually bite that part, and a small knot like this certainly helps with something like that. So it's not only for bait fishing, but there are applications for lure fishing as well. Now, this is a bit difficult. It's not impossible, but it's a bit difficult to tie directly to a lure, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Swivels, definitely. You could tie swivels using Palomar Knot, but majority of the uses that I use for this is usually for hooks. So when I'm live bait fishing with, say, a rod and reel combo that I have for fish like Dorado, and I use a live bait, more than likely I'd be using this knot than any other knot. And also, there's another application for this one. It's for drop shotting, and probably one of these days we'll create a video specifically for that. in relation to soft plastics fishing. But there we go, the Palomar knot. Very, very strong, very, very easy knot to tie, and it's so easy. It's one of those that I teach kids how to tie. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you like the video, please click the like button. If you want more videos like this, click on subscribe, and click the bell button too, so that you get notified if there's some if I've uploaded a new video and I've published it. Alright, so once again, thank you very much, and I appreciate the watch. See you in the next one.